Ever since the release of Marvel Spider-Man 2, we've had an abundance of different glitches and sort of tricks that could make the game more interesting for us. Now today, I have an insanely crazy Venom glitch to show you guys. Now, if you remember this trailer, so check this out. Do you remember this trailer that got us insanely hyped, where you've got Miles and Peter in the city fighting Venom? Yeah, we never got any sort of fight like that in the game at all. Nothing like that in the city. This led us to believe that we would have some sort of hype Venom versus Miles and Peter in the city being chased around. It would have been awesome, especially with how they showed off the new mechanic for the city, the instant fast travel, how everything would load seamlessly. It led us to believe that we'd have an insane battle, right? That's not the case. However, a content creator who gave me permission to react to this, by the way, called Black One on YouTube, has managed to figure out how to fight against Venom in the city, and there's gonna be more bonus things I'm gonna show you as well. So let's just have a look at this. Okay, so we've got 1080p. Let's check this out. Dude, this actually looks so much better in terms of a fight because Venom just stands out in the city. He really does. Oh, that is actually so dope. He stands no chance. Dude. I mean, this would have been genuinely dope to have, right? Like, it really would have been cool. Now, something that does happen is when he goes into his wings phase, he kind of just returns back to the boss fight area, like the original one, which is kind of funny. So yeah, this would have genuinely been so damn good, right? Like, this genuinely would have been so damn good. You could see how good he looks there in terms of the lighting and everything. So it's definitely a shame that we didn't get that. There had to have been some sort of crunch time that led to a lot of things. And when I say crunch time, I don't mean like they were overworked. I mean in the sense of they had to cut certain things to make the game fit a specific release and a specific deadline. It's why there were so many bugs and issues and why the game felt like it was a bit rushed. I absolutely loved the game regardless, right? I think it was a fantastic game in terms of story, narrative, in terms of gameplay. Obviously, the narrative's kind of a bit weaker at certain points, but check this out. We got Venom that's ballin'. Oh my god. I don't know how they do this. I genuinely don't know how they do this, but we've got a Venom that's ballin', dude. Like, isn't that insane? Like, why is Venom in this cutscene, man? How do they do this? And this is actually all running on the PS5 version of the game, in case you were wondering. This is like the other version or something. It's not. It's literally the PC version. I have no idea how people do like this at all. It is actually insane. Like, that's too funny, man. Like, check this out. They've also got like Venom versus Venom, right? Like, look at this. Venom versus Venom in the city. Now, this actually would have been cool for two reasons. Imagine if, like, Spider-Man used the anti-venom surge and kind of went into the more comic accurate anti-venom form that he fully controlled. So it was just two, like, beefy anti-venom versus Venom. That would have been sick, right? But look at this. Venom is cooking here. I have no idea how they did it, though. Like, that is pretty crazy to me. Like, how do you even do an exploit like this? And you'd probably have to play through the whole game as Venom. Which, if there was a way to do it, I will beat the whole game as Venom as soon as that's figured out. Because this is genuinely mind-blowing to me. And I wish that we could see more of stuff like this. Because this is genuinely cool to me. Being able to, like, run around the city and Venom follows you like that. Like, there was, like, more so mechanics that... Oh my god, he just picked him up. And... Oh, and this is meant to be Miles, too. He just picked him up. He's carrying him like a toy. Oh my god. Why did he pick him up like a toy, dude? And look, he's just showing the actual traversal here, like around the city. And yeah, Venom's not really having a good time, or at least the surged up Venom, which is really hilarious. Like, he just throws them. But dude, my Venom gameplay for Venom still works. I've saved this save file where I actually had the glitch. And yeah, like it still all fully works. I could still sort of run around and look at everything. It's kind of crazy to see and play as Venom. I absolutely love this. I've actually done a tutorial on this if you want to check it out after the video. It probably doesn't work anymore because it's been patched, unfortunately. But if you've managed to save your game, I think I've suggested that in the video itself, then you can actually play as Venom, right? Like you can actually fully still play and do all this, because it is pretty insanely fun, man. It is insanely fun to be able to play as Venom, and especially out in the open world, even though we're not really meant to be playing as Venom. But it is so cool, dude. It is genuinely cool. I think there's like 2 different versions as well, because I think there's one that's like during daytime. I think this one was the previous one where you could just barely kind of run around. Well, technically no, because the previous one had an empty city, and this one you can actually go around everywhere with like no major issues at all. So just seeing other people fight and do boss fights like that makes me wonder, you know, like how do they do it? Because you look at the town here and you can't really see anything like that. Maybe you could do some blinds as well. Yeah, there's like a ton of stuff you can end up doing in the game, which is pretty crazy. Still, you just can't do any of the main objectives right here, which is, it's pretty crazy, man. Genuinely, something like this, as you can see here, would have been so sick, right? Without a question in my mind, without a doubt. And then having maybe like NPC Miles as well there to back you up. Like you could sort of like use assists or different things, like get him to hit a bell or something. Well, not a bell, but like get him to hit the, I don't know, through like sonic blasters or something like that. It would have been so damn cool, man. It would have been so cool. And it's just such a shame that we didn't get to have a boss fight like this. I'm still hoping for some sort of boss rush mode, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. At least a horde mode or something where we just fight waves of different enemies. I don't know, man. Like, it just looks genuinely so cool. And you can see him towards the end there, like he's flying. And then you can see him there at the end flying. And then he actually starts backing up towards the original mission area. So you can't fight Venom with wings outside the boundaries. And before you ask for a tutorial on this, Black One isn't comfortable sharing any sort of tutorials or anything like that when it comes to this. So there's no tutorials, and I totally understand, because like Black One probably doesn't want to be overwhelmed with requests and things, and I get it, you know. So if there is ever at some point a thing where I can actually share this with you guys, I will do that, like with permission, of course. So we'll see what happens. So let me know what you think of this. If you're new to the channel, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Watching another video here. Take care of yourselves. Peace.